Hi Collective, my name is Aruna from All Change by the Minute Video Time again, okay? Thank you for watching the other videos. I got as a download that God is wanting to unify and people are wanting to divide. And then I heard by default, okay, they are not knowing that they have a conscious mind, but they are not using, okay, because they are sleeping. And that sleeping means that they are being ignorant. And I'm saying that in a positive way because they are not knowing what they are doing. They are not knowing that they are living in an illusion, okay? And that illusion and that veil is not being lifted in their world. And that is the physical matrix. That is the physical matrix. And sometimes people are just horrifying by their acts, okay? Yeah, by their acts. And blunders, I heard, and blunders. And by blunders, I'm meaning that they are not knowing how they are acting and reacting towards being, okay? I'm going to say it, who is chosen by God, okay? To do good by humanity, to be compassionate. And it's not only about that, okay? Because people are not knowing what is being taught, what is being trained, okay? Again, just like you are going to a normal job, okay? And you need to be learning all of the things that they have been, in their system, okay? Yeah, this is the system, how they have been working, and this is what you need to learn the moment that you are applying for a job and you got hired, okay? And for the ones who knows me, I got hired by you know what, and you know who, by God, okay? And when people are wanting to fire you and fire me, okay, there's no firing, no, because there's God. I believe in God, the true God, okay? Yeah. And that's why those horrifying acts, what people are throwing, okay, and the dirt. Yeah, and the dirt I'm hearing, yeah. The blunders is about they are making a blunder and they are making a fool out of themselves, okay, because how they have been acting. And of course, they are not knowing, people are not knowing what they are doing. Most of them, okay? I'm not talking about the narcs. They are knowing exactly what they are doing. Yeah, because they are using the tyrannic ones, okay? The higher ups, the people who are high ranked in the physical matrix, not knowing that people are also who are chosen high ranked in the spiritual realms, okay? Yeah. Yeah. And that's why they are making blunders and God is seeing everything, okay? And that's why God don't want to divide, but now the new earth is already here. And that's why you will see the dark people, okay, and the in-between people, and then the people by the gaze of their eyes. That is what I heard. By the gaze of their eyes, okay, they will gaze into your soul. That is what I heard. They will gaze into your soul, into your system, because that is the kind of job that you want to apply for. Okay? Yeah. Whoa. And I also got spitting image, okay? Spitting image. While the earth is splitting, you are already, without your knowledge or you knowing it, okay, the spitting image of God. Yeah, because you have the presence of God within you. Again, if you're knowing it or not, okay, depends the stages of learning, the stages of the trainee mode, okay? Yeah, yeah. And God is wanting me to talk about that, yeah. God is wanting me to talk about that. That's why you will see my readings is always changing, okay? It's not about that I want to change a subject, but that is God is wanting me. Because from the day that I am born, okay, flesh, soul, spirit, mind, and the body is also flesh, of course. But with those eyes, okay, with those eyes, you will know who is chosen by God and who is not. And again, that is not about being arrogant, okay? But that is about knowing, okay? Knowing your purpose, knowing that you came to do good, not only by God, okay? By yourself, but by humanity, being compassionate, the lovable, gullible, I'm hearing also, but in a good way, okay? You need to be balanced, balancing everything out while being in a training mode, okay? And I'm seeing a ladder, okay? While climbing that ladder, and even though it's your ladder, you are climbing it, okay? And you are crawling, just like a soldier is crawling, okay? Crawling, yeah. Whoa, yeah. So you are the spitting image as people, yeah. And God now also is, yeah, splitting the earth, okay? Splitting the earth, yeah. And it's not the half, okay, yeah. But splitting the earth means the ones who are already awakened years ago, the ones who are awakening now, the ones who are wanting to keep their promise towards God, towards Jesus, okay? Because you are learning. When you're knowing it or not, okay? Jesus is the one who's teaching you, yeah. I heard Mary side by side. Oh my Lord. Mary, okay? Mary Magdalene side by side with him, okay? And you know that Jesus chose her, okay? Even though people called her a prostitute, okay? No, yeah. Who are they, okay? Yeah. If the Lord, again, made her worthy, okay? Who are they to reject her? Yeah. Who are they? Gossiping about someone as being a prostitute. Look at the people who are driven, okay? Even though they have been suffering, okay? And drinking alcohol and using drugs, okay? And it doesn't matter what they were doing, okay? But the moment that that person will wake up in their life, yeah, God is wanting to know, okay, if that certain person is valuable, okay? Valuable to the mission. Oh Lord. Whoa. Are you? Yeah. Are you? Okay, by default, yeah, dividing the world, the people, okay, on this planet by, I'm not saying everybody, okay, because again, there are good people there, the good, the bad, and ugly. You know my readings, okay, the good, the bad, and ugly. And I'm not choosing people, okay? It's my job to be here, yes, also on YouTube, to do the readings because God asked me to do that, okay? God asked me to do that, yeah. And everybody in my spirit team are helping me, okay? The angels, okay? Ooh, I saw a feather, okay? Yeah, yeah, a feather, one feather, yeah, twirling, okay? Yeah, in front of my eyes, again, as I was doing my jogging, okay? Yeah, and you know that, you know what that is, okay? The angels are surrounding you, yeah. Angels are surrounding you. Big business, I'm hearing big business, okay? Yeah, that means serious, okay, serious. While people were acting, okay, like a fool, because they are the fool. They're being ignorant. And that's why they are not using and cannot use their conscious mind, because they are still sleeping through the illusion, through the veil, okay, of the illusion. What is being put on their life since the day they were born, okay, yeah. And as I was born, as you were born, you didn't know, I didn't know, okay? Yeah. So, curse, yeah, hex, witchcraft, negative mind. And that is by default, okay, because you need to have a positive mindset. A positive mindset always, always, and a strong one, okay? A stronghold towards God, not a stronghold to the curse that they were giving you. They were giving you. And I'm not talking only about people on this planet, okay? No. It's going deeper and deeper and deeper, okay? Yeah. The moment that you are knowing, that you are awakening, and first awakening and second awakening, I'm not sure how many, okay? Because I can't count them anymore. And I don't have to anymore. Because when you're home, you are home, okay? Yeah, you're home with Jesus, the blood of Jesus, yeah. Remember that, I'm hearing. Remember that, okay? Remember that. because they were putting a curse on your life. Yeah, putting a curse on your family, okay? Putting a curse just for you to not to break free. Whoa, Lord, have mercy on them. Yeah, because that illusion is about your mind, your soul, your heart, okay? A broken heart, okay? And a broken record, generation after generation after generation, okay? You are carrying the curse of your lineage. I'm talking about the DNA where you were born in, okay? Yeah. The DNA when you were where you were born in. Yeah. The suffering, the silencing, okay? That is exactly what I heard. Silencing you. Yeah. For not telling the truth. Yeah. For not, okay? Because the moment that you are sharing your truth, it is actually by the time, okay, that you are having your first, the first spiritual awakening, it's already too late. Not in your heart, maybe, not in your mind, maybe, but yeah, above there are also, yeah, the ones who are not wanting for you to learn, for you to grow, for you to do your job as God is hiring you for, okay? Yeah. That mission, being on that mission, yeah. 11, I saw. And that is your purpose. That is your balance. Again, do not react with those kind of foolish people who are living in ignorant, okay, in ignorant. And I can go on and on and on, okay, not screaming, not yelling, but talking about people again who are going to church, okay, and they will think that they are chosen, okay, and it's not about being chosen because I was not knowing that I was chosen, okay. No, I just chose myself after a lot of relationships of having narcissistic family, okay, narcissistic, yeah, situations with men, okay? Not only that, but yeah, but I know because that's suffering, okay? Suffering in silence, okay? And building up, I heard tower because it was tower after tower after tower moments, yeah, until you have your grip on your foundation. Thank you, Lord. Until you have your grip on your foundation. Yeah. And people will think, okay, it's a shallow reading. No, it depends how you are hearing my words, on how you are on your level of your energy, how you are floating, okay? Yeah. How you are comprehending my words, what I am getting from God. Yeah. Well, you were hexed, okay? Yeah, you were hexed in your life. Throughout your whole life, you were suffering in silence, okay? All the trials and the tribulations and the labor that you have been doing, it is coming to an end. And I wanted to do a reading. This is the reading, okay, for 2026. Yeah. But I needed to be made ready, okay? I needed to be made ready also, yeah. I know myself, yeah. But it's about you. Yeah. The 2026 is about you completing God's completion, okay? God is completing this year with a lot of things. Again, the people who are doing their work, okay? The labor, okay? The fruits of their labor. Now, I heard now is the time. Now, it is the time, yeah, for fruition, yeah. Because you've done the work, you've done a lot of healing, you've done a lot of balancing, okay? Yeah. And that is a 7-year cycle, what is coming to an end, okay? Already ending. And this year will be a whole different year of completing, okay? And going fast. You know, this year is also about the year of the fire horse, okay? And guess what? Chinese, you know what, zodiac. But a horse is a horse, is a horse, is a horse. No, but a horse is about power, okay? A horse is about enhancement. A horse is about speed, okay? Yeah, speed. Yeah. I heard also dial. When you are needing God, God already already put you on speed dial, okay? Yeah. Speed dial. Yeah. So it's not about me because I've learned my lesson. It's about the people. It's about you knowing in your heart, in your mind. Yeah, third eye, that God is there with you, watching over you and working with you side by side also. So when someone, humanity, is wanting to divide this world, let them, let them. It's not up to you to heal them. It's up to them to make their choice righteously because that is right, okay? Righteous people and not the righteous people dividing on this planet, yeah. And that was the curse, okay? That was the curse. Yeah, not only one cursed, okay? But yeah, cursed. Yeah, lineage, okay? After generation, and after generation, okay? Having a negative mindset, yeah, but not knowing it, okay? Because that was cursed upon you. And God knew you already, okay? But you didn't know yourself because you were suffering. But with that suffering came in change. With that suffering came transformation. With that suffering came a lot of healing. Oh, man, I can cry because I can feel that energy. No, I'm a happy person, okay? I'm joyful. I have bliss. Yeah, because I work with God. But I can feel that energy because that is what God is wanting, okay? For me, for you to feel that compassion, okay? Yeah. I'm sorry. Because that is what a highly empathic being means, okay? So when you knew already that you were giving and that was your nature, that was your, yeah, not your second nature anymore, okay? Your first nature, giving to people who are not deserving of your unconditional love. They want it only for you to give, okay? And that's why you will see the dividing of the world by their own doing, by default, okay? It's by default. And God knows, and God sees, and God hears, okay? That's why God is gifting you His eyes, His ears, His presence. Oh my God. Yeah. Whoa. By default, okay? A lot of ignorant minds. And the moment that you are awakening, and many moments, okay? The first moment and the second moment and a third, again, yeah, again, take it how it resonates, okay? Yeah. Words. Take a breath. Take a breath. A lot of downloading, okay? Yeah. But it's up to you to make that choice, okay? It's up to you because God was already choosing you. You need to choose yourself. And God saw all the hard work that you have been doing, okay, towards God. And maybe not knowing that you are guided towards God more and more and more and more, okay? You are going already in the direction of God without knowing it, without knowing it. How could you know? When you are suffering, when you are healing, when you are balancing, okay? At one point you will be knowing it, but then with that conscious mind. But without that conscious mind, you, again, I was working also not being ignorant, okay, in that kind of meaning, that word, but yeah, working with an unconscious mind until I know that God made me conscious, okay, about Him. Yeah, that is what I was looking for. About Him, okay, about Him. It's not that I was running like that I was unconscious. Okay, no, I knew already people were lying, were gossiping. No truth at all. Okay, and again, blending in with them. Yeah, blending in with them. Yeah, how could you blend in? Yeah, with a righteous family, okay? How could you? Because you are learning, or you are still learning, or you are in the process of learning, okay? Yeah, but that is what will come. But that is what will come. At least when you are certain, at least when you are, yeah, I heard talented also. So do not mind, okay? It's about you being talented, yeah. You being talented, okay, yeah. One more card. Whoa, 20 minutes. Whoa, yeah. Silence. Silence, okay? Frozen, no words, stonewalling. Yeah, see? Whoa. This is how God is working, okay? This is how the universe is working. And even your ancestors are working day and night for you. Yeah. To need not to be binding, okay? All those curses. What mean I'm seeing spears, okay? Yeah. Yeah, burned with not desire, not the kind of right kind of desire, okay? But with curse, okay? Blood, I heard, yeah. Blood, not the kind of blood that you want, okay? Yeah. Blood on the hands. It's all about those secret societies, okay? You need to have the right kind of nutrition. And I'm not talking about food only, but the right kind of nutrition is you. Yeah, for your mind, for your heart, okay? Yeah. And of course, you had to survive. Yeah. And when you are getting more conscious and healing your heart, okay? And I know you will heal your heart because that is what a lot of people who are being put in the forefront, okay? No more damaging, I'm hearing. No more damaging, okay? No more damaging your soul. No more damaging your heart. No more breaking your heart. No more illusion. No, because the veil is already lifted, okay? It's up to you. And again, it's not. If you're not on the right timeline yet, okay? Just keep on pushing yourself, okay? It's always a 7-year cycle, okay? 7-year cycle, yeah. But not. I'm certain of that, okay? But not for the ones who are breaking the curse once and for all, okay? It will go on in the lineage of their children and their children and their children, okay? Yeah. 7 generations I'm talking about. That's why the number 7, yeah. Highly spiritual, yes. Godly number, yes. In 7 days, created the world, yes. Silencing you, also a yes. But not by choice, by you. No, not by choice anymore, okay? For you, at least. You are frozen in time. No words. You could not speak, okay? You could not speak. Frozen, okay? Yeah. You couldn't stir it, I'm hearing, okay? I saw the image of a frozen yogurt, yeah. You could not stir, only a spoon, okay? Only a spoon, yeah. And what is the biblical meaning of spoon? Look it up, okay? Spoon. No, I want to look it up. One spoon. Oh, my word, spoon. Biblical meaning, yeah. There it is. Whoa, a primarily ceremonial vessel used in the tabernacle and temple to hold or burn incense. Yeah. It symbolized prayer and devotion to God. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. One more time. Prayer and devotion to God. Spoon. I had that one once in a reading, okay? Spoon. I was already forgotten about it. Yeah. Spoon. Praying to the one and only God, okay? Not that false one. No. Because that is who we are fighting with. Everybody on this planet, okay? Yeah. Everybody on this planet, 5-5. So change your mind, change your heart, heal that heart, okay? Heal that broken heart. No more cursing your family lineage, okay? No more, no more, no more. No more silencing because you had no words, because you were listening to the people who were driven to gossip, who were driven to curse you, just your life, okay? Who were driven to throw magic, who were driven to put you in the dark, to put you in the dark. Yeah, to put you in the dark. No more. Use your light, okay? Thank you for being back. And thank you for watching the other videos one more time, okay? And please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, comment on this video, okay? Until next time, until next reading. Love you all. Bye-bye. And peace be with you, okay? Bye-bye.